Okay. Now, so we need to correct the alignment. One beam is there like this. Another beam is there like this. Another beam is there like this. Okay. So it is what correct the alignment. But sometimes what we are doing the mistake. Suppose the beam is coming like this. Another beam like we are modeling like this. We are taking the another beam like this. Actually, this point, this end point should be in the same line. Actually, we are going to means we are looking at this kind of problem on a large scale. But if you are going to look at in your actual model, in your actual problem, so it will be very minor, like a difference will be there in the correct alignment of your points. Okay, so that software, ETABS software will catch that as error. So if you want to correct this error, what you need to do, that we will see. Okay, another thing, suppose one line is like this, another line, sorry, undo. One line is perfectly vertical, another line is again perfectly vertical, another line is again perfectly vertical. But again, if suppose I'm taking the another line like this, so it is not the perfect vertical, the alignment is not correct. It is not perfectly along the y direction. So this point ordinate is different, this point ordinate is different. Okay, so if suppose you want to correct this kind of modeling error, so what step you need to take, that I would like to share. Now close it and clear this all. Close it and select this all and make it to be, delete these all things. Take the frame, close it. This is the one line. Then another line. Correct alignment. Now here I'm going to take the line here like this. Okay. Now our intention to keep this beam perfectly horizontal. I want to keep this beam is perfectly horizontal. So how to do that? So for that, what we need to do, we need to decide that which point is correct. Which point is correct. So our this first point is correct. This second point is not at the same alignment. So what I need to do, I need to correct this alignment. So for that, I need to look, I need to see the ordinate. So tell me this, it is about x-axis, this point P1 and this point P2 is the alignment is different about x-axis or about y-axis. What about it is differentiating? Sorry?
Y-axis.
Along y-axis.
Along about y-axis. Okay, about y-axis, the alignment of both the points are different. In x direction, that is not the concern. In x direction, there is not the concern. Actually, the concern is about the y-axis. So try to understand. Just go to this and take your cursor to this point. Now I want to see what is the ordinate of this point. This is the global axis. If I'm taking my cursor here, so it is what x and y is 0, 0. From where you will get this? So you can find this ordinate from here. You can find this ordinate from here. Okay. Now just come here and take your cursor to this. So it is 0, 0. About this global axis or global ordinate, the reference of this ordinate, this is what obviously x is on left hand side, so minus sign will be there, and it is over the it is above. Okay, so that y will be positive. I am taking my cursor to this joint or point. Take just tell me what is the ordinate of this point.
Minus 17 in x, minus 17.8.
17 minus 17.8 and 12.5. Yeah, come to this point.
Minus
6.4156. Y 13.0966.
Okay, so we have to correct the alignment about x, about y axis. So its y axis alignment is what? 12.5. It is what? 12.5. So I need to select this frame and this joint. I need to select this complete frame and this joint. Go to editor, go to edit frame and go to align joint and frame. Check this option and I want to align this frame about the y-axis, and what it is actually, it is actually what y is 13.0966. 13.096 is just see here. You have to look at here. So it is what 13.0966 and this is what 12.5. So it should be what 12.5. I'm going to keep it as what 12.5 and let's just simply apply. Is it now corrected? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is the case. Another situation I'm going to take here. One frame, one beam is like this. Take the beam, close it. One beam here, then another beam here, then another beam here, then another beam here. Okay, these all beams are there. Okay, I want to keep all these beams in the same alignment. Okay, about y-axis. So I need to decide one point that will be that should be correct. So suppose this point is what? How much? What ordinate of this? Y minus 4.5. So need to select all the beams along with all the joints and just go to this minus 4.5 and say apply. So it will be corrected about the y-axis. Understood or not?
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Okay, so that is the case. You need to remember. After that, select these all. Now, in the second situation, where the beam is like this, just tell me. We need to correct the alignment about what? About x-axis. Okay, so here these beams are not correctly aligned about the x-axis. In this direction there is a x-axis, so about x-axis this alignment is not correct. That's why you may get the errors in your model. So any point you have to decide that should be correct. So suppose this point is correct point. So what is the ordinate of x? Minus 29.5. So go to this minus 29 point and let's just
Wrong,
simply
sir.
hello.
Wrong.
सर ये 29.5 कहाँ से ले रहे हैं आप?
एक्स ऑर्डिनेट में डालने पड़ेंगे ना सर वो आप
हाँ
y
हाँ
ordinate
ये
में carry कर रहे हैं।
sorry. Okay, take your cursor to this point. It is what about x. See, from here you have to find it. Who is asking about? See, here it is given.
बॉटम से सर दिख नहीं रहा है वो इसमें।
दिखेगा देखो उसको।
वही पे वैल्यू आ रही है कि यहाँ पे दिख नहीं रहा है स्क्रीन।
आपके स्क्रीन का प्रॉब्लम होगा, देखो उसको, यहाँ पे दिख रहा है?
नहीं, आप पूरा स्क्रीन दिख रहा है, वो बॉटम में ये जो पता नहीं वो
यहाँ पे देखो अभी दिख रहा है क्या?
अच्छा हाँ अभी दिख रहा है।
ठीक है। Now see, now we have to correct the alignment of the y-axis. Okay, sorry, about x-axis. So it is what? Minus 29.5 minus 29.5 in about x-axis minus 29.5. Let's just simply apply. Now it is corrected. So that is the way how to correct your alignment of the beams. Got it? So this is the first thing. Another thing, align joints about the z-axis. About z-axis you can also align, or the height also you can align. Now second is trim frame object. Very interesting it is. Suppose I am taking the beam here like this, close it. One beam here, sorry, undo this. Take the beam, close it from this point to this point. Now from this point to this point. Now from here to here, this point. Another beam like this here. Okay. Then one another beam here like this. Okay. Now suppose I need to correct this model. My intention was to take this beam up to this frame only. My intention was to take this beam up to this frame only. Okay. Actually, this beam should be what? From here to this beam should be from here to only up to this point, but this extension is unnecessarily is there. This extension is present unnecessarily. So I want to delete that. I want to cut that. I want to trim that. How you can do that? Just go to your ETABS and zoom it. How to do that? Try to understand. You have to first select the frame that you want to trim. that you want to cut. Then you have to select the joint about which you want to trim it, and up to what frame, up to what line you want to cut this beam. That also you need to check, you need to click, you need to select, and just go to trim option, and let's just simply apply. Once more, select the frame that you want to trim, that you want to cut. Then software will be confused because this frame is having two ends, this end and this end. About which end you want to trim it, up to what frame level you want to trim it, the software is not knowing. So after only making of selection of frame, if I'm trying to trim, let's just simply apply. So what we are getting, no object were found to align. That is wrong. So select the frame that you want to cut. Also select the joint about which you want to cut, and the frame up to which, the frame up to which you want to cut it, the frame, reference line. So reference lines you have to check, and let's just simply apply so that we cut down. Select this, up to this frame, about this joint, I want to frame, I want to cut this beam, this extra portion, up to this frame, about this joint, let's just simply apply. Say I want to cut this frame about this joint up to this frame, let's say apply. I want to cut this frame up to this frame about this joint, let's say simply apply. I want to cut this frame about this joint up to this frame, apply. I want to cut this frame, I want to cut this frame about this joint up to this frame, let's say apply. And I want to cut this frame up to this frame about this joint, let's say apply. Understood or not? Hello.
Yes.
That is very simple. Which beam you want to trim out, about which joint, about which point you want to trim out, and up to what frame level you want to trim it, that you need to define. Okay, thereafter extend option is there, that is similar to that one. Suppose suppose you are going to model the structure, and by mistake, suppose you are taking one frame here and you are taking another frame here. Okay, so means on a small scale you will not able to find that there is no proper connection. But when you zoom it, so you will get there is an error, there is no connectivity between this frame and this frame. You all are with me or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there is no connectivity between this B1 and this B2. Both beams are not properly connected. On a small scale, you will not able to find it correctly. You will not be able to catch it. But when you are going to look at this problem on a large scale, so you can identify that this B1 is not properly connected with your B2. In that situation, what you need to do, you need to extend this frame up to this frame. And how to do that? Let me close it and take the beam. Close it. Take the beam. This is the one beam, and this is the another beam. Okay. Now, this beam should be connected to this beam. So how to do that? You need to select the beam that you want to extend, and you need to also define the joint about which you want to extend, and the frame up to which you want to extend. That also you need to select. Then go to edit, then go to align joint frame object. Just go to that and extend frame object. Just go to this, and let's just simply apply to this. So now it is extended to your required, up to the required line, up to the required frame. Okay, so that is the case. Now suppose I want to extend this frame up to this frame about this joint. Go to edit, go to align joint and frame object, extend and frame object. Let's say apply. This is done. Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Wait for a minute. Yes, I'm audible. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Okay. So uh, how to extend that command we have seen. Once more, I would like to show you. Suppose another line is there like this, from this point to this. It is up to this. Okay. I want to extend this frame about this joint up to this frame. Go to edit, go to align, joint, frame and edges. Once you click over that, go to extend frame object. Let's say simply apply. Now this is all done. So in this way, you have to extend the frame, you have to trim the frame, you have to align the frame, okay, about your x-axis, about your y-axis. So this is about what that will help you while correcting of your model if your model having some error. Okay, so select this all and let's simply delete. So all this will be deleted. Just come back. Now next is what? Move, join, frame and shell. Suppose if you want to move the frame, if you want to shift the frame from one position to another position, so how you can do that? So suppose one beam is present here, okay, another beam is present here, another beam is present here. Now I want to shift this frame from here to here, from this end to this end. How I can do that? So for that I need to know what is the distance, what is this distance. So I need to know what there are so many options are there to know the distance from this point to this point. Let's consider this is the I and this is your J. So to know the distance between I to J, how I can see that? Okay, how we will come to know what is the distance between these two. So very first way is go to draw dimension line, and now close it from this point to this point. It is what, 6.9 meter. Another way, this is the x. How much? What is the ordinate of this x?
Minus 29, 20.9.
Minus 20.9. Write it here. Minus 20.9. Okay. Next, if you are taking your cursor here, how much it is? Minus 14. Just write here as minus 14. Okay, 0.0. So take the difference of these two. What you will get?
6.9.
6.9. 6.9. That exactly you are getting. So that is the way how you will come to know what is the distance between these 2 points. So I want to shift this frame, this vertical frame, over the x-axis by the distance of 6.9 in positive x direction. So you need to select the frame, you need to go to editor, and next to the alignment there is the option of move join. You can shift to your join, you can shift to your frame, means beam and column, you can shift to your shell, means your shear wall and slab. Select, click over this, and with all of this just put here as what, in x direction 6.9. Let's say simply apply. So now it is shifted from this position to this position, right or wrong?
Right, sir.
Okay, now go to clear this. Another way, very interesting. If you are not willing to know how much the distance is there, by what distance you have to shift it, if you are not willing to know that, then another option is there, shifting by clicking over the point. Okay, select the frame that you want to shift. Then after that you need to say pick 2 points on model from where you want to pick up it and from you want to shift it. Sorry, the point at which you want to shift it. So go to pick 2 points on model to pick up it and to left it. Click over this. There is the point from where we want to pick up. Click over that. And here we want to take the beam. So click over that. After that, you need to come back to this and let's simply apply. Is that all okay?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Which one is the correct means the easiest one?
Second.
Second one is the easiest one. Okay, suppose this frame I want to take from here to here on the downside. So it's very simple. Pick 2 points. After selecting the frame, remember this is the first, then this is the second point. Let's say apply. This is done. So that is the case how you can shift the beam from one point to another point, or you can shift the shear wall or slab from one point to another point. So you can shift the frame element, shell element, all kinds of element. Suppose there is a presence of slab. Now suppose slab is present here. I want to take this slab from this position to this top point. I want to shift this slab from here to here. Means this I, J, K, L. So this I point I want to have at this, then J, then K and this L. K and this L. I want to have this kind of shifting. Okay. So for that, what you need to do? Very simple. First you need to select the slab. After selecting of the slab, pick 2 points on model, click over that. From this point to this point, I want to shift it, and let's just simply apply. Is it done or not?
Yes, sir.
Very simple it is. Very, very simple it is. Okay. You need to remember. If suppose you want to shift it from here to here, I want to have this point. I want to shift this point from here to here. How I can do that? You need to select the floor slab. After that, go to pick 2 points. This point I want to keep here. Then click over that. Let's just simply apply. Now it is shifted. Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the case how you can shift your frame, your shell element, all the kinds of this will help you for editing of your existing model. I will take it later. One model we will take, there will be so many errors, so many modeling errors. We will try to make that model free from error. Okay, after correcting all the errors, after removing all the modeling errors, that we will take after some time. Now close it. Coming back to this important commands of importance of one story, all story and similar story. What does mean by one story, similar story and all story? Very, very important command that will help you for modeling, for fast modeling, for time saving. But at the same time, if you are not going to take care about whether which option you are working, so there will be the chances of mistakes also. Okay, so like for the beginners, it is the problem. Those who are using this ETABS software, or they are going to use this ETABS software first time. For them it takes some time to understand. But if once you get familiar with this command, this will help you to do the modeling in fast, to do the modeling in very short period of time. Okay, so it's very, very important option, one story, all story and similar story. How it will help you? Just come to your model and yeah, select this all, delete this all, take the 3D view. Okay. One story, all story and similar story. That option is present here. One story, all story and similar story. Suppose I want to make the selection of, in the last session we have seen that the selection command, we have seen how how you can make the selection by different ways. But here the problem, here the situation is what? I want to make the selection of this particular floor slab at all the floors. This particular floor slab at all the floors. If your model is typical, if your plan is typical, what does mean by typical? If the arrangement of architectural plan is similar at all the floors, it means what? Suppose a building is there, or architecture plan is suppose like this. Whatever, suppose your bedroom or hall, this is your kitchen, this is your WC bath. Okay, WC bath. And here what? Suppose this is your hall. Just for example, this is your hall. This is your bedroom, and this is your another bedroom. Just for example. Now, when you come to this is the first floor. When you come to this level, this is your second floor, where the same thing is there, kitchen, WC bath, here the hall is there, and here two bedrooms are there. When you come to the upper floor, here what the things are there, like suppose they are going to be changed. This architecture plan is going to be changed. Here what? These two bedrooms will be there. This is the bedroom, this is the bedroom, and here some changes are going to be happen. So this first floor, second floor are same. That's we are going to say it as what? Typical floor. And here the architecture plan is going to be changed. So we are going to call it as what? It is not the typical floor as that of your first and second. Understood or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, understood.
If the architectural arrangement at the different floor is same, then we can call it as typical floors. First, second, and third are exactly same. The position of bedroom and hall, kitchen, everything is same. At the first, second, and third, so I'm going to say these three floors are typical. When you go to fourth floor, suppose there is some like part terrace is there, so it is going to become different in comparison in comparison of the lower three floors. So that will be different. So if architectural plan is same, so there is a possibility that the structural framing plan will be same. आपका स्ट्रक्चरल फ्रेमिंग प्लान, बीम, कॉलम, पोजीशनिंग विल आल्सो बी सेम. तो अगर इस टाइप का प्रॉब्लम है जहां पर आपके मल्टीपल फ्लोर्स इज हैविंग दी सेम स्ट्रक्चरल फ्रेमिंग प्लान, तो उस केस में क्या है? उस केस में हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं? We can take the advantage of all story. We can take the advantage of similar story. Okay, but if everything is different, then you have to work with the one story. So one by one we are trying to understand. First we will understand about the selection. So I want to select all the beams of my model, sorry, all the slabs of model for this position. So you know that in the previous case we have seen that we need to go to selector, then we need to select the floor slab, then we need to go to deselect and all. So many steps are there. So option is what? If you are taking all story, if you are taking all story, and if you are going to click over this, so see, all the models is going to be selected. Hello. For that particular position, right click and show selected object. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for that selected position, all the model, all the slabs are going to be selected. For that position in the slab, all the slab is going to be selected. Okay, take another example. Go to file, go to new model. We will try to understand this in another way. Thirty floors. Now, add one more window. This is the 3D view, this is the plan view. How this will help you for the modeling. Now, suppose I have to draw the column at this particular floor. I have to draw the column at 30th floor, at 30th floor. So go to column, concrete column, close it. Sorry, concrete beam it is. Column, close it. With one story option, see the option is checked as one story. Drag it from left to right. Go to this and excluded view. Then column, close it, drag it from left to right and see. The column is going to be modeled only at what?
One story.
One story. That is what? 30th floor. Remember, whenever you are going to model the column in ETABS software, so what will happen? Suppose you are working at the 30th floor, you are going to model your column at the 30th floor, that is going to be projected up to the lower floor. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you are going to model the column here, that is not going to be projected up to the 30th floor. That is going to be projected to the lower floor. That is what? 28th floor. If you are going to model any column here, that is going to be projected at the lower 27th floor. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So like here, the one thing, the modeling has been done only for the 30th floor. Now go to plan and come to 20th floor. 20th floor, say apply. Now I am at the 20th floor. Now I have to model this column at this all floor. Close it, at this 20th floor. So drag it from left to right. Now the modeling has been done only at this 20th floor. Only at this 20th floor. Why it is? Because one story option is checked. But my intention is to, or my need is to model this same size of the column, same orientation of the column for the same position, okay, at all the floors. So doing this thing, going to each particular floor, then going to do the modeling like this, then coming to the next floor, then doing the modeling like this, then coming to the next floor, then doing the modeling like this, then coming to the next floor, then doing the modeling like this, then coming to the next floor, doing the modeling like this. So at each individual floor, you need to go and then you need to go to model the column. So will it be effective?
It is not effective.
Sorry?
समय ज्यादा लग जाएगा सर इसमें.
Effective.
इसमें टाइम ज्यादा लगेगा आपको. So the software has given, अच्छा, software has given the option as all story. लेकिन ये all story option कब आपका वर्क करेगा? जब आपको सारे फ्लोर पर सेम ऑपरेशन चाहिए, सेम एक्शन चाहिए, सेम रिजल्ट चाहिए. इन दैट सिचुएशन दिस ऑल स्टोरी विल वर्क. जैसे कि कॉलम का पोजीशन हम लोगों का एक मर्तबा आप ग्राउंड लेवल पर फिक्स कर देते हो या फाउंडेशन लेवल पर और प्लिंथ लेवल पर, so that will be position will be same throughout the height of your structure. हेलो, ठीक है ना? आगे हम लोग डिटेल में रियल प्रोजेक्ट में इसके बारे में हम लोग डिटेल में बात करेंगे. सो बट यहाँ पर रिक्वायरमेंट है तो हम लोग अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं कि अगर आप स्ट्रक्चर के ऊपर कॉलम की पोजीशन डिसाइड करने कॉलम की पोजीशन डिसाइड करने जाते हो, सो दैट पोजीशन विल बी फिक्स्ड फ्रॉम बेस टू टॉप ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर. ऐसा नहीं होगा आपका ये कॉलम ये फ्लोर पर तो यहाँ है, ऊपर के फ्लोर पर जाने पर दैट कॉलम इज गोइंग टू बी शिफ्टेड टू दिस पोजीशन. Actually, it will also be possible that are the exceptional cases. वो केस को अभी डिस्कस नहीं कर रहा हूं, बट फॉर नॉर्मल सिचुएशन आपका कॉलम एक मर्तबा पोजीशन हो गया, सो दैट पोजीशन विल बी फिक्स्ड फ्रॉम बेस टू टॉप एक्सेप्ट ऑफ एक्सेप्शनल केसेस. हेलो,
यस सर.
ठीक है? ओके, आपका कॉलम का पोजीशन फिक्स हो जाता है, उसके बाद आपका कॉलम का ओरिएंटेशन भी फिक्स हो जाता है. योर कॉलम ओरिएंटेशन विल आल्सो नॉट चेंजिंग. आप कहेंगे सपोज आप कंसिडर करेंगे लाइक सपोज आई विल टेक माय कॉलम एट द फर्स्ट फ्लोर लाइक दिस एंड एट द सेकंड फ्लोर आई विल टेक माय कॉलम लाइक दिस. विल इट बी पॉसिबल? हेलो, So column position will be fixed, column orientation will be fixed, and column sizes, for an instant, I am going to say the column size will also be same. Actually same नहीं होता, उसमें changes होते हैं, वो आगे हम लोग देखेंगे. But for an instant, we are going to say that column sizes will also not change. So I have an option to model with the all story option. Am I right or wrong? Hello.
Right, sir.
तो अब हर फ्लोर पर जाकर मुझे मॉडलिंग करना, दैट इज वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी बिकॉज 30 फ्लोर्स आर देयर. एट ईच इंडिविजुअल फ्लोर यू नीड टू गो एंड देन यू टू मॉडल द कॉलम. तो मैं क्या करूंगा, ऑल स्टोरी ऑप्शन लूंगा एंड देन गो टू कॉलम, क्लोज इट, ड्रैग इट फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राइट and make the selection of all the column in once. Understood or not?
Yes.
Just go
Yes,
to
sir.
ओके. देखिए आपका एक भी कॉलम अभी मॉडल नहीं है ना. मॉडलिंग कॉलम का कॉलम मॉडलिंग का कमांड हमने लिया, क्लोज इट, ड्रैग करते हैं हम लोग लेफ्ट टू राइट and the modeling is going to be done from base to top in just of single click. Understood? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now suppose I have to model the beams from base to top and the position is same, section sizes is same, everything is same. So like how I can do? So all story option is checked there. Just go to this quick draw beam option, select the beam, concrete beam, close it. Now go back to your ETABS and just look at the 3D view. I'm going to drag it from left to right. Now the beam is going to be modeled from base to top. Hello.
Yes.
At all this
Yes,
story.
sir.
Now suppose you want to model the slab. Go to this slab option, quick draw slab option, close it. All story option is there. Drag it from left to right. Now slab has been modeled.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the way, and that is the power of working with the all story option. That is the power of working with all story option. You need to remember. So if you want to execute for one story, so that is going to be executed for one story. But if you want to do the modeling for all story, so you need to go to work with all story. Okay, and now yesterday we have seen that the selection. So for doing the selection for the multiple floors, what we have seen in the last session, you need to go to selector, then you need to go to select, and all the long procedures are there. But right now suppose I want to make the selection of this particular slab at all the floors, how I can do that? So one story option is there. See, I'm going to click here. How many selections are there?
One shell, 4 edges.
One shell is in selection. Now I'm going to change it to what? All story. Now I'm going to click over this again. Then see how many selections are there?
31.
31 shells.
31. Now from base to top, all the selection has been for this particular position. All the slabs is now in selection. Suppose I want to select all the beams for this position, this beam at all the floors. See in the 3D view you can see the selection is what?
Yes, sir. All.
Here there is a selection. Got it? So at all the floors, I want to select this particular column at all the floors, drag it from left to right, all the column from base. Now right click on your mouse and in the 3D view also, right click, show selected object only. See, here the column is in selection, and slabs or all the slabs from top to bottom, base to top, all the slabs is in selection, all the beams are in selection. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the use of your all story, your one story option. Hello, Rishi.
Yes, sir.
Shireen, Shanawaz,
Yes, I understand.
Imran,
Yes, sir.
understood or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Deepavali,
Yes,
Vikas, Sushil, Sushma,
Yes,
Pratik.
understand.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
very good. Now next, we have to see the application of similar stories. The application of similar story. What is the application of this similar story? We have learned about one story. If you want to execute the thing at a particular story where you are working, so you need to go with what? One story option. If you want to make the selection or execute the thing at all the stories, at all the floors, from base to top, you need to go with the all story option. Now, what is the application of, sorry, what is the application of these similar stories? What is the application of these similar stories? What is the application? Try to understand. Okay, so after we have seen that similar story or typical story concept. If suppose 20 floor building is there, if suppose 20 floor building is there from first to 20, and from this first to 20, third floor, sixth floor, and this 15th floor, first floor, third floor, sixth floor, and 15th floor are typical floors. Hello, they are what? Typical floor. The beam position, column position, slab position, they all are what? Same. You all are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, I need to do the assignment of the wall loading. I need to do the assignment of area loading. I need to do the modeling. So, as I told you, that everything is same for this third floor, sixth floor, and fifth floor. Third, sixth, and fifth, everything is same. So why I'm going to spend my time for modeling this third floor individual? Suppose taking off modeling time for this third floor only, suppose 5 minutes. Now again, I'm going to spend this 5 minutes for this six. I'm going to spend my another 5 minutes to this 15th floor for the modeling only. Now for the assignment of the loading, again I need to put 5 minutes for this particular floor, for this particular floor, for this particular floor. So extra, how much I'm going to pay? I need to spend my time. Are you getting my point? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Unnecessarily, there is a wasting of time. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Because everything is same. This third floor, this sixth floor, and this 15th floor. Because if everything is same, means what? Modeling will be same. Column position, beam position, slab position, shear wall position. Everything same for the third floor, sixth floor, 15th floor. When you come to assign the loading, loading will also be same for the third, sixth, and 15th. So why I'm going to waste my time for these three different floors for doing the things for all these three different floors in different time in different times. The same effort I'm going to take many times. So why it is needed to do? So to solve that problem, the software has given the option of similar story. Is that all okay?
Okay, sir.
Just tell me, all story is not similar to your similar story. ठीक है? आप कहेंगे कि क्या डिफरेंस है इसमें से और स्टोरी में सिमिलर स्टोरी में? यहाँ पर देखिए रैंडम फ्लोर्स जो है वो आपके सिमिलर हो रहे हैं रैंडम 3, 6 and 15. These three floors amongst these from means in the range of from 1 to 20, only these three floors are are exactly similar, same. Rest of all other are different. If I'm working with all story option, that will be okay.
ये तो
Not okay.
20 के लिए
That
सेम
will
हो
not be
जाएगा
okay. That will
ना
not okay. अगर मैं एक फ्लोर पर सपोज इफ आई एम गोइंग टू डिलीट माय इंटेंशन सपोज 1 2 1 2 1 2 then 3 is different, 1 2 is same, 3 is different, 5 is different, 6 is similar to your 3, then 6 to 15 in between all the numbers are different, so only these 3 are same. So suppose my intention to select this slab only at this 3rd floor, 6th floor and 15th floor. How I can do that? Very difficult for me. So what I need to do? I need to go to plan. I need to go to plan. I need to go to plan. I need to come to the 3rd floor. Say apply, close it, select this slab. Yeah, sorry, all story option is there. One story should be select this slab. How many selections are there?
one shell.
One shell is in selection. Now I need to come to your 6th floor. Say apply. Now select this slab. 2 shells are in selection. Then again need to come to the 15th floor. Say apply. I need to make the selection at this particular floor. Now total how much it is going to become?
3 shells.
3 shells.
3 shells. Now it is in selection. 3 shells are now it is in selection. So like suppose 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 number of floors are similar only. So 9 times I need to do the same step to move each individual floor and then making the selection. So that is very like a time consuming job. So option has given by the software is what? Similar story option. What does mean by this similar history option? So to use this option, we need to walk over the some setting. So go to editor, go to story and edit grid system, edit story and grid system. Just click over this. With this option, what I need to do? Go to in the up to now, we have seen that how to edit in plan definition. Am I right or wrong? Hello.
Yes, sir.
We have seen that how to edit the in-plan definition. Now at this time we are going to edit the overheight definition. Okay, so go to modify. Now here we know that what is the meaning of this story. The story is means what? These are the this is nothing but the label. It is the height of each individual floor. Then this what? Cumulative height, total height. From base to this story 1 is 3 meter. Then from story this story 2 is at a height of 3 meter above to story first. But total height is going to become what? 6. This 3 addition you will get as 9. This 4 3 is going to become 12. This 5 3 is going to become 15. So it is what? Cumulative height. Total elevation of your structure from in reference of your base. Okay, so I'm going to okay, this is the first thing. Now master story. So your similar stories depends on this option. So your 3 and our 3 floors are similar, 3, 6 and 15. So amongst this 15, 6 and 3, we have to make any one of these as master story. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
What?
sir.
What we need to do? We need to make as master story. So I'm going to make this 3rd story as what? Whether it is master or not. 3rd.
Master.
no,
Right now it is what?
Not master now. We
Not
can make it
master.
master.
I want to make it as what? Master. Now it is going to become as master. Now this 6 and 15, I need to make, they are similar to master. Hello.
Yes,
they're
sir.
not master, above story master.
Just go to this 6 and this you have to make similar to what? Hello.
Third.
3rd.
3. Story
Now, come to this 15th floor, 15th story. It is similar to what?
3.
3. Now, your third floor is master and your 6th and 15th are similar to your master. It means that now, whatever you are going to do at this third floor, that is going to be executed at this 6th and 15th floor. Hello. आप जो भी आप थर्ड फ्लोर पर करेंगे वो एग्जीक्यूट कहां पर होगा?
6 और 15
6
पे।
और 15 पे।
थर्ड पर भी होगा, 6 पर भी होगा, 15 पर भी होगा. इज दैट ऑल ओके?
यस सर।
ओके
Okay.
सर।
अच्छा, 15 पर मैं जाकर कुछ करूंगा तो क्या होगा?
फिर नहीं होगा,
क्या हुआ?
फिर वो सिमिलर स्टोरी में आएगा, वो सब में आ जाएगा।
ओनली 15।
ओनली 15 पर होगा, राइट? हेलो
सर।
हेलो.
राइट सर।
Yeah, no, it is wrong. It doesn't seem, it is not the meaning that if you are going to make from a group one as master, so only every time you need to come at the master and you have to do, you have to perform the thing. It is not it is not the case. If you are working on the similar story, if you are working on this similar story, so that will also be right. It is going to execute at all the similar stories if you are working with similar story option. Are you getting? तो ऐसा नहीं है कि हर बार आपको मास्टर स्टोरी पर ही आके काम करना है. हेलो. आप अगर 6 पर भी करें तो भी वो थर्ड और 15 पर होगा. आप अगर 15 पर करेंगे तब भी आपका थर्ड एंड 6 पर होगा. इज दैट ऑल ओके? हेलो.
यस सर।
So it is always not necessary to come at the third and then do the thing. No, it is not the case. Any of this similar to or master at any floor you want to, if you want to do the work, you can do. That is going to be executed at all the floors. That is in a group. But the thing is what? Your similar story option should be what? Hello.
स्विच ऑन।
Hello.
सिमिलर स्टोरी ऑप्शन क्लिक होना चाहिए वहां से।
Yes, ये होना चाहिए बस, बाकी कुछ नहीं. 6 जो है वो similar to आपका थर्ड है. I forgot to save. That's why I need to do it again.
15।
Third. Now say okay. Say okay. Now say okay. Done. Now I am going to work with the similar story option. अभी देखिए, go to plan, come to go to plan. Now अगर मैं थर्ड फ्लोर पर एक स्लैब सिलेक्ट करता हूं तो कितने स्लैब सिलेक्ट होना चाहिए?
3।
3. Okay, so see, I am going to click over this third floor. How many selections are there?
3 shells।
Why it is? Because we are working with similar story, and in this similar story group, three floors are there. Third, 6 and your 15. तो जो भी आप करेंगे वो आपका थर्ड एंड 15 पर सिलेक्शन होगा. I am going to select this beam. So 3 frames will be selected at this floor, at the 6th floor, at the 15th floor. अच्छा, ठीक है. मैं क्या करता हूँ? I am going to select this slab at this 4th story. Select this slab. Tell me. Similar story. Sorry. Go to edit. Go to story. Somebody modify. This 30th floor is a master. Make it as none. Now say okay. Okay. देखिए. Now I am going to work with similar story option, and I am going to select this slab at this 4th story. Select this slab. What will happen? Hello.
One shell.
One shell is, it is in selection. Actually, there is no any pair. There is no similarity. There is no grouping that we did in the last case. Okay, so that's why you have to check it. In this way, you have to use these one story, all story, and similar story option. Got it? It will help you a lot for doing the modeling in a very fast way. Your modeling will become very easy if you are effectively going to work with this one story, all story and similar story option. Okay, so we'll practice this with this in detail in upcoming sessions. Okay, so but here you need to remember that whenever you are going to work with this option, one story, similar story and all story, and if you are going to change it continuously, so you need to take care. It no doubt it will help you in your work, but at the same time, if you are not taking the care about the selection or with which option you are working, it may become a reason of error in your model, mistake in your model. Why it is? Because most of the time what we are doing, we suppose we have to assign the support at the base level. क्या करना है हमें? Hello, what we need to do?
सपोर्ट असाइन करना है बेस लेवल पे.
बेस लेवल पर सपोर्ट असाइन करना है, बट मैंने ध्यान नहीं दिया. क्या किया मैंने? ऑल स्टोरी पर ऑप्शन के साथ मैं वर्क कर रहा था. आई एम वर्किंग इन द लास्ट सिचुएशन, आई एम वर्किंग विद ऑल स्टोरी, बट मैंने ध्यान नहीं दिया. सपोर्ट मुझको असाइन करना है बेस लेवल पर. मैं ड्रैग करता हूँ लेफ्ट टू राइट. ओके, सारे जॉइंट्स मैंने सिलेक्ट किया, प्लस मैंने यहाँ पर भी ध्यान नहीं दिया. आई एम नॉट taking the care about the what selections are there. Hello, I'm not going to ensure whether the selection is as per my expectation or not. बताइए यहाँ पर 496 ज्वाइंट है क्या? यहाँ पर कितने हैं?
496 जॉइंट्स. यहाँ पे कम है. 2 4
Sorry?
6 8 10 12 8
16
जॉइंट्स है.
joints है. Hello, how many joints are there?
16.
16. ठीक है, तो मैंने क्या किया, यहाँ पर भी ध्यान नहीं दिया कौन सा स्टोरी सिलेक्टेड है ऑप्शन, और मैंने लेफ्ट साइड पे भी ध्यान नहीं दिया. इसीलिए मैंने आपको पहले ही कहा है, व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू प्रैक्टिस विद ETABS सॉफ्टवेयर, योर कंसंट्रेशन शुड ऑलवेज बी व्हाट? राइट बॉटम एंड left bottom. Okay, so here 496, if you are looking at this, so you can catch the problem. Okay, so there is something wrong, and if you are coming to this side, so you will get the actual problem. First आपका concentration यहाँ पर आएगा. Our intention is what? 16, and it is what we are getting 496. Yeah, something is wrong. Then I will look at this side. Okay, yeah, that's the problem. I am working with all story. So what I need to do? Hello,
One story.
Base, select base.
one story. तो मैं इसको क्या करूंगा? One story. अब क्या करूंगा? Drag it from left to right. Now it is what? Hello.
16.
So इसके ऊपर आपको concentration देना है. Which option it is actually in selection? Okay. वहां पर अगर कुछ problem है तो फिर आप उसको पहले correct करिए. Okay. One story with a lot of care, we have to use this option. One story, all story, similar story option. Okay. So that is the case. How to use this one story, all story option. Is there any question to anyone about this? Fast.
No.
Hello.
No sir.
All clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Okay.
Sir. Yes.
Now close it. Come back to your this command. Commands of editing existing model for dividing beam, slab, joining beams and slab respectively. Commands of for editing existing model for dividing beams. Okay. Now go to plan. Come to any particular floor. If suppose a beam is there from this point to continuous beam is there, another beam is coming to this point. Now I want to break this beam. I want to break this beam at this point. How I can do that? I need to select the frame. I need to select the joint about which I want to break it. I want to divide it. Then I need to go to editor. Then go to edit frame. Go to divide frame. So here the option you are getting, divide into a required number of parts, the required number of elements. तो क्या है यहाँ पर? सपोज 10 मीटर का बीम है. सपोज if any beam is there of 10 meter, how much? What is the span of the beam? 10 meter. If I am going to define here as I want to divide this frame into 5 span. 5 part. Each part will be of what?
2 meter.
2 मीटर. सो यहां पर आपको कितने नंबर में डिवाइड करना है वो स्पेसिफाई करना है, वो डिफाइन करना है. अकॉर्डिंगली योर सॉफ्टवेयर इज गोइंग टू डिवाइड इन इक्वल पार्ट्स और आपको वो डिवाइड हो जाएगा. सेकंड ऑप्शन है ब्रेक एट इंटरसेक्शन विद सिलेक्टेड फ्रेम एंड ज्वाइन. आपको कौन सा फ्रेम डिवाइड करना है और किस पॉइंट पर आपको डिवाइड करना है वो डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा. सो इसके लिए क्या करना है, फ्रेम सिलेक्ट करना है, ज्वाइंट सिलेक्ट करना है. सेकंड ऑप्शन अप्लाई. नाउ सी इज द इट इज इन पार्ट राइट साइड and left side. Understood? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now third, break at intersection with the visible grid lines. So इसका कॉन्सेप्ट थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है एक्चुअली. ओके, yes, see, undo. Break at intersection with the visible grid lines. यहाँ पर देखिए फ्रेम है. By mistake, my intention is to have this frame from this point to this up to this point, from this point to up to this point. My intention. Now, suppose by mistake I have modeled this beam from this point to directly this point. Now I want to break this beam at this grid line, at the intersection of this grid and this grid. So this option you have to check, break at intersection with the visible grid lines. तो यहाँ पर आपको ग्रिड दिख रहा है. हेलो, मैं सिंपली करूंगा जस्ट सिलेक्ट दी अप्लाई. सो सॉफ्टवेयर क्या करता है, आपको ग्रिड को ट्रेस करता है और उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपके बीम को डिवाइड कर देता है. लेट्स से अप्लाई. देखिए राइट पार्ट एंड लेफ्ट पार्ट. अंडरस्टूड? हेलो.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it is what dividing of the frame. Similarly, क्या होता है हम लोगों को, sometime we need to close it. Divide the slab. Suppose one slab is from this point to this point to this point. These 4 edges are there of this slab. But यहाँ पर बीच में किसी रीजन की वजह से बीम आ गया. Due to any reason, we need to take the beam in between of from the mid of this slab. जैसे ही आपका बीम आएगा, we need to divide the slab. जब आपका बीम आता है स्लैब के ऊपर, सो आपको स्लैब को डिवाइड करना पड़ता है. और जब बीम रिमूव होता है किसी रीजन से, तो फिर आपको स्लैब को ऐड करना पड़ता है. हेलो,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है ना? Getting or not?
Yes.
Getting, sir.
Okay. So now the slab here it is coming. Select this slab. I want to divide this slab about this frame. Then go to editor. Go to edit shell. Previously we have seen that what? Editing of frame. Now I want to edit the shell. So go to edit shell. Divide shell. Once you click on this divide shell, the first option, cut the floor object at selected frame object. Select this. Now say simply apply. Now it is going to be divided in 2 parts. Hello.
Yes.
Now suppose due to any reason this beam is going to be deleted. Now these 2 parts are there. I want to add these 2 parts. Go to edit shell, merge shells, add shells. Okay. So go to merge shell, and here the option you will get and okay. Now these 2 slabs is now added, and this Wolver single element will be there. Understood how to divide the slab, how to add the slab, how to divide the beams. Now we are going to see how to add the beams. Take the beam, close it. This is the first point, this is the second point, and this is the third point. Now these 2 beams are in parts. These 2 beams are in parts. I want to add these 2 beams. So select the beam that you want to add and the joint about which you want to add. Then go to editor, go to edit frame, joint frame. Once you click on that, now it is converted into single element. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How to divide the slab, how to add the slab. Both the things we have seen. Hello.
Yes, sir.
समझ में आ गया ये आपको?
Yes,
हाँ
sir.
सर.
How to divide the slab, how to add the slab, how to merge the slab.
One thing I-
So both.
One thing I would like to ask, if you add the beam, the column position will change or column will remove from there or just?
Sorry, sir. Hello, Tanwas.
If you add two beam,
Okay.
the column will be there or column will be automatically removed from there?
Yeah. The column will be removed from there.
Okay, so this means
Or it may be present to that position. It depends on the situation.
okay.
Okay. Is there any other question? So actually, this is all about today. We are going to conclude the session up to this 10th point. We will discuss the later point tomorrow. Okay. If you are having any doubt and question, you can ask me.